Hello everyone, and welcome back to part 6 of this Malkavian Let's Play for Vampire the Masquerade Bloodlines. In the last episode we completed a whole bunch of side quests, and so we now can get on with the main storyline itself, which requires us to go into the asylum. Now this is a nightclub which has an interesting taste in music. It's not so much dance or trance or anything, but proper rock, or, well, different music than I would normally hear in a nightclub around here anyway, where I live. And it's owned by the Baron of Santa Monica, Therese Voerman, who we're going to have to talk to regarding... Oh, so gaze upon me. Oh, that's the guy down there, sorry. So, yeah, Therese Voerman is the Baron of Santa Monica, and we have to talk to her regarding finding out what's about this Nosferatu known as Bertram Tongue, who is supposed to be able to help us break into this warehouse of the Sabbat and blow it up. There's a couple of the band posters, by the way, just for anyone who's interested. Hey, I don't recognise too many of these. I mean, this game came out before I actually became properly interested in music. And while I do have some alternative tastes, I do recognise some of them. For example, this, Die My Darling is the band we keep saying about, Darling Violetta. And I have to say, I do love the soundtrack of this game.
Ooh, what do we have here? Another scrumptious young plaything straight out of life and into my club? You smell new, little boy. Like fabric softener do on freshly mowed astroturf. Oh, I'm not frightening you, am I, duckling?
Sorry. Just chewing something then. Right, this is Jeanette. This is Therese Voerman's twin sister. And you can tell it's the proprietor of the thing, the main face of the business, so to speak. So, what we got here? I see before me a beauty who shares the madness of my mind.
Oh my, a Malkavian. This ought to be absolutely delicious. Two minds as crazy as ours, and who knows just what might happen.
Greetings, daughter Janus.
Oh, but you've got it bad, little boy. Not sure exactly what is real and what isn't. Janus, let's see. Isn't that a two-faced Roman guy? Of course, you're right. You just happened to meet the prettier face first.
You are the whiteness, she of alabaster and ivory.
Wait until Therese hears that. I am white to her black. She'll be absolutely furious. Of course, I won't be wearing white to any weddings, but we can talk about that later.
Only with the smell of many suitors. I am a guy, what can I say?
I was just thinking about this delicious little pancake who came into my club and wasn't so sweet because he was soaked in vinegar.
Your twisted mind makes mine look smooth and flawless.
The world is a bubbling blood cauldron, and yet we all just keep going in for a dip. Does that make any more sense?
Unlikeness, because when you speak to her as any of the other clans, she's different, she talks differently. I like how she's actually talking to you because you're a Malkavian in this way. Well, don't worry, as you can tell, she already makes sense pretty much to begin with, so... Right. Tell me your name.
I'm the finger down your spine when all the lights are out. I'm the name on all the names in the walls. When I pout, the whole world tries to make me smile. And everyone always wants to know who is that girl.
You know one thing, if you check out the video description, excuse me. If you check out the video description, you'll see that I do have a mod in place for the eyes, and I've only recently started using it for this Let's Play actually, because I came across it on the internet. And I have to admit, it really does make the character's eyes work properly. Especially with her, for example. You can actually see, as I'm playing this now anyway, you can see that actually the eyes are different colours for Jeanette. The one on, our white, looking at her, is green, and the one on our left is blue. It's very interesting. I know that's supposed to be actually in place for her, but you don't really notice it in my experience. Unless you really look hard with just the standard textures, so it's a nice little touch. Anyway, we're letting her just stand here looking at us, so... Then we got... My heart beats like 1,000 primal drums. Give me the gift of your name.
I am Jeanette. And this bit of chaos crammed in a certifiable giggle is my club. I just love to give you funny feelings all night, sweetheart, but I really must trouble with some business. We'll reunite sweet and soon, I promise.
You make madness feel like my last sunrise. And there we are in the corner. Alright, so here we go. We got people in gimp masks. We have another person in gimp mask. Quite dance club, to be honest, but can you blame them? At the end of the day, they are a bit limited in the AI and the amount of actions they can be doing at one time, so yeah. Although, just for anyone who's interested in seeing, we come here and you hit the boogie button. Look at us go. Aren't we just epic on the dance floor? And everyone else seems to agree. Now, just a little unknown tip for anyone who plays Vampire the Masquerade themselves and doesn't know about this. If you actually let him dance for like 5 minutes, it increases your humanity by 1. It only happens the one time to my knowledge, but you know, you just leave it here for a couple of minutes and then, yeah, your humanity goes up. We're not going to do that because 1, it would be quite boring watching us do it for 5 minutes, and 2, well, yeah, humanity is pretty high, so we don't need to worry. Ooh, twins. As you can imagine, I can't really do too much with the texture choices, but ooh, creepy golf girl. Oh, the other thing quickly to show you guys is, not you, some of the girls, for example, her. You have these different options. You can flirt with them. What if your persuasion, your oh, what's the word? Seduction. That's the word. If your seduction is a certain level, you can actually feed off them and not cause a masquerade breach like what we've already done. Simply because I've got some points to spend actually. I'll do it. Why not? So we're gonna put some in that and put a bit more in subterfuge. I'm going by trying to do this as it's me, and there's only so much I can do. Man, I wouldn't say I'm an ugly guy by any extension. I'm not saying I'm drop dead gorgeous, but I wouldn't say I'm an ugly man as well. I think I'm pretty alright in the looks, and I'm pretty average actually. I'm happy about that. Okay, so I'm not going to increase the appearance too much. I might do it at an extra point just because eventually in the new World of Darkness, which I'm more familiar with, the second dot is what is considered normal and not the first dot. So I don't know what it is in the old World of Darkness, but it just means I'd rather have at least what I would consider an average. So maybe boost that up in a sec actually. Let's do that, and we can't do any more, so but we've got a seduction of 3, persuasion of 3, and intimidation of 2. That's okay. I'm going by the fact that while I can fight, that's not really the best way to be intimidated. I don't look tough, so I'd better with the chatting up, using my whatever passes for me in terms of charm, as well as my persuasion and my ability to be logical. So I'm gonna hit this. So
you are so not my type.
Wow, shoot me down already. So let's try this again. So here we go. My world is cracked, but for the beauty that is you.
Stop.
You stop.
Even if my pants were on
Oh
fire,
Christ.
I would not take them off in front of you.
Okay. Let's try this again. My mind left long ago, but my eyes have not been able to since my ingress.
No.
Yes. You have to be careful what you can do. So it's like, I must whisper into your neck. Come here. There we go. So now I'm going to feed off her. Be careful not to drain her completely. There. And as you can see, no masquerade breach, because as far as anyone else is concerned, we just snobbed it. Anyway, let's talk to this guy. Yes, he's got a vampire on his back. Have you seen the Golden Hunter? That wasn't me. It was one of the other voices in my head. Yep, he knows you're a vampire. Death's shadow will fall on you if you look deeper into his eyes.
Hey, I work for a vampire. I don't know how much I should tell you, but oh man, damn! It would be awesome to talk to someone else on the inside.
Alright, so yes, this... Oh, I can't remember his name actually. He'll introduce himself on set. But he's actually a ghoul, like Mercurio. He's working for Bertram Tongue, but we'll find out about it in a second actually. I'm spoiling. I'm going too far ahead. You have to let me know, guys, if I'm actually saying too much about, the things in this game. Please let me know, and I'll try and hold back a bit soon, right? You guys have a bit of a surprise. So, anyway, back to this. Awesome other magical monkey bars in my head.
Your heads are like messed up, right? Like kind of electric crazy, you know what I'm saying?
This is a secret little whisper that we'll share, Golden One.
Hell yeah! Oh man, I knew it. Oh jeez, I knew you were. I just could tell.
Oh.
I saw your teeth and I was like, damn it! I think it just says you. Your name's Knox Harrison. Like me. Oh man.
Oh, that's why we keep referring to him as Golden Child. Knox, Fort Knox, America, right. But I can't get over this guy. This guy does make me smile. He's so passionate. So like, oh my god, being vampires are cool. And it reminds me of these bloody Color Knights. For anyone who's not too familiar, I believe that was a name that was brought out to be for people of Twilight. The vampires and that, because of the character, the family was known as the Cullens. I'm a little bit on the fence with the whole Twilight thing. I mean, I'm not a fan, don't get me wrong. I feel the books were okay at best. The films, but I at least have seen the films and read the books, which is a lot better than most people would consider. So kind of like, Cullen fans and Twilight thing. I have my own opinions about that. If you really want to know, I'm happy to talk about it in the comments below, but I'm not going to bore you guys right now. But it just reminds me so much of a typical, Twilight fan. Anyway, are you also Knight's child?
I'm a ghoul. All that envy stuff will come from us. Guys, oh man, vampires are real and right there in front of my eyes. Blue, God.
Ghoulish is as ghoulish? Wait, what is a ghoul?
Well, the way it was explained to me, whenever a vampire lets a human drink some of their vampire blood, the human gains a little vampire power. Can heal up quick and that kind of stuff. Jeez, oh man. Then they're a ghoul and ooh, watch out.
Isn't he makes me laugh. He's so enthusiastic. He's such a happy. Anyway, are you a happy little golden ghoul?
Yeah, it's awesome! Man, after that first taste of vampire blood, it's like the best drug. Oh, man, I'm telling you, it's like... Well, it didn't mess me up. It just made me feel like I was better at everything. I felt like a god just sucking on that nasty dude's wrist.
Who is the nasty dude?
Oh, man, his name's Bertram Tongue. He's a Nosferatu.
Ah, I too seek the nasty dude.
Oh, man, I wish I knew where he was. I'm getting antsy waiting around for him. I need to tell him some stuff, I don't know where he is or stays or anything. Oh, man, whenever he needs me, just, appears.
Alright. I could choose the nasty dude just appears, but I'm not going to bother thing. I mean, there's only so much you can do talking to these people. But basically, the guy knows obfuscate. It's a vampire discipline which allows you to go invisible. I've actually got it as well, so that explains that. So, tell me of the nasty dude.
Oh, man, well, he's like the only vampire I know, but, well, he's pretty damn powerful. Oh, man, when he's looking at you, it's like really soothing your blood, it's crazy. Man, I guess that's the Nosferatu's thing, They know everything.
I'm not sure what I can't remember what the Nosferatu have for disciplines in the Old World of Darkness. In the current one, they have one which is called, they have potence to make them stronger, obfuscate to make them disappear, and nightmare, which is sort of like causes them to create fear in others. Was that thing? But I can't remember what they have. I believe they have the other two, but did they have Auspics? Well, I was supposed to be able to use the weed mines. Maybe that's why he's scanning that brains. Anyway. What nasty things are you doing for him? He's gonna give us a mission, you see, so...
Bertram had me keeping an eye on this guy. This Asian dude who's been poking around Santa Monica. Bertram thought he might be a vampire, or something like a vampire, I don't know.
A life eater from across the sea?
Life eater? Man, I don't even know what that means. Is that vampire from scary ass Asian music you probably kick my ass? It's like... what I think he is.
Tell me more of this creature.
Oh man, this guy, this king, got wise to me. Now instead of me watching him, he's watching me, you know? See this guy and feel around all this room, like from a distance watching me. Warm her lips to me?
Sorry guys, I'm just going to do the one thing quickly. I'm going to go to options. It sounds like I might need to put the... can I put the volume down a little bit in terms of background music? Evidently not. Sorry guys, it's not for me. I was just thinking all of a sudden I can't actually hear... You can't really hear him over the music too loudly, but there's not really much I can do in terms of editing it. Anyway, the Life Eater has stalked me as well. If you remember one of the previous episodes, you might have saw him in the back of the... He was the man's like standing in the back of the... well, the clinic. In the alleyway bit. If you went up to him, he'll disappear on you, and that was this Life Eater. Remember the I believe we pronounced the Quinjin or Quinjin. I can't. Anyway.
I know this thing is totally toying with me. I want to put a bullet in its head, but who knows if that'll do anything. So I was waiting till I talked to Bertram, but well, if I know where he disappeared to, it's messed up.
It's far messed up than you will know.
Look, I didn't want to ask you, but since you're a kick-ass vampire and I'm just a lowly ghoul, do you mind getting rid of this thing?
What gifts can you offer me, Golden Ghoul?
Aw, come on, man. What could I possibly have with a fucking vampire would want?
I'm really pissed off at me, man.
I'll let him know you're looking for him. How's that? Come on, dude.
I'll find this Eater of Life.
Hell yeah! Right on! Okay, like I said, he's some kind of Asian vampire thing, you know? The only clue I got is this driver's license that he brought one spot on his name. It's so freaked out that I haven't even had a chance to check it out.
I would do this dark deed.
Right on! Stay back and let me know the job's done so I can stop you picking it up. Maybe I'll see Bertram later.
Farewell, Golden Ghoul. Right. Oh, that's just... Oh, it's getting too loud. Sorry, I'll try and explain it. Well, it's loud, so you have to excuse me a bit. Thing. What he's talking about, these Asian vampires, these life suckers. They are Asian vampires. They're known as, I believe the word is Quinjin. We'll meet them later on in the game, actually, properly, anyway. And what they are, they're sort of like vampires. We are Cainites, we are descended from Cain, and we're pretty much like Western approaches of vampires, whereas the Quinjin are Eastern ones, so they've got their own sort of background. They're more they're similar in that they do feed off life, but rather than actually feed off blood like these they feed off the life force, the chi of a person. I'm not that familiar with them otherwise, apart from just bits and pieces, so you'll have to bear with me with the lack of knowledge there. You can always look it up on Google if you're really interested. Sorry guys, I wish I could explain more. But I'm not perfect, I don't know everything to do with the World of Darkness. As I said, I'm much more knowledgeable about the new version of it. Not only that, but the old World of Darkness can be so convoluted with all different facts and history. Anyway, back to the game. We need to go in the lift, and so we need to speak to this guy who's going to let us in. I seek the daughters of Janus.
Janus? What the hell are you talking about?
sisters spawned off the two-headed god.
The only sisters around here are Therese and Jeanette. They own the place. They're both upstairs fighting. Why do you need to see them?
So we can't really persuade him to go up there and do it unless we got here. Therese says she needed another ale monkey.
What? Are you serious? Now she's replacing me? Well,
I'll cry 80 proof tears for you. Goodbye. So there we go. We can now access the lift. Nice little lift. Doors closed. Alright. One nice little touch. Notice how the music now is quieting down because we've gone upstairs. Nice little touch there. Well, we can't see us in the reflection. Mainly because I can't animate the mirrors properly.
It was called Santa Monica, not stuck up bitch. So vulgar. I can't even look at you sometimes. Oh, Therese, you really do paint a flattering portrait of me with your turn-of-the-century bard. I always assumed you could do nothing but look down on me. Just the sight of you. The sight of that wicked painted pout, concealing that dirty, diseased mind. Sin! You have no sin. Let's see who is without sin cast the fierce tone. Go ahead and mock me. You pull your pranks, make fun of my ways. It suits you. You're just one big joke. Don't you call me that. Should I start calling a duck a pig as well? Oh, your sister. How can you treat me like this? That's it, Jeanette. Run away from the truth. I'll take care of everything, as always.
Sibling arguments. You have to love them sometimes. So, let's come in. Meet the other sister, Therese Voerman. You would have noticed her from the first episode when she was standing on the front row when we were in the theatre.
Disgusting. They're full of germs, you know.
Okay.
Please, come in. I do apologize for my sister's crassness if it made you uncomfortable. She's unabashedly scandalous, but in the club business, I suppose that kind of personality is a necessary evil.
Are you Therese, the dark daughter of Janus?
Therese Voerman, yes. I'm the proprietor of this club, and the only person in this city whose good side it's in your best interest to stay on. What brings you to Santa Monica?
Does not the White Mistress own this asylum?
Jeanette is the freak show I keep around to lure in curiosity seekers. She's very good with the clientele, but her business skills are approximate to those of a 4-year-old with a $1 bill and a 5 and dime.
I have no idea what a 5 and dime is. I'm British. I'm still trying to get over the fact of what dimes and that actually are, to be honest with you. Okay, call off your conflict with the worm, Dark One.
Tongue's exile is self-imposed, I assure you. But then, what reason would I have not to hate that loathsome Nosferatu scoundrel? Bloody Nosferatu. They're so unclean.
I don't want to meddle with your madness. Just make a wormy peace.
I'd be willing to put the word out that my grievances with Tongue have been swept under the rug, but in return, you'll have to help me remove a particularly burdensome spirit from a property I'm looking to invest in.
Speak your quest, Dark One.
Rumor is that a personal item of a ghost's may be used to draw it out or excise it from its haunt. While I don't put a lot of stock in hearsay, it's my last option. So I want you to go to the Ocean House Hotel, find an item of the spirits, and bring it back.
And if this trinket will not be found?
If you have to tear the building apart, do so. 3 construction crews have already refused to go back to work because they've been spooked, so to speak.
How to battle the ethereal?
You don't. They're perfectly harmless.
If you will give your word to the worm that is not wanted, I will go.
Oh, I fully intend to do so. You'll find that dealing with me on the whole is appreciably more predictable than dealing with some of the egomaniacs that are my peers. So long as our business doesn't go sour, my word is gold.
Your words are like the reddest nectar, Dark Daughter. Farewell.
Before I forget, take this. The only way to reach the Ocean House this time of night is through a tunnel in the sewers. You'll need that key to open the gate for that tunnel.
I will do what needs to be done, Dark One.
If you'll excuse me, I've got situations to set straight.
And I'm off to the house on the ocean. So, now that's what she's talking about, going to the Ocean Hotel, is considered by many, including myself, one of the best level in this game. It's a haunted hotel, basically. And, yeah, it's quite a creepy place. We're going to be doing that, hopefully, in the next episode. I'm just going to quickly do some stuff, because I'm nosy, you see. So we can actually check out Jeanette's emails. So, email. And we can use the hacking ability. Nope, we can't. Hang on a second, actually. Can we... Oh, it's obfuscate. Oh, okay, we can't do that yet. Okay, so we could actually try and hack her emails eventually. Alright. So that one's just a quick look. I can't remember if there's any goodies around I can just pick up. But, oh, by the way, lovely picture, eh? Guess which one's Therese or which one's Jeanette, eh? And scary, imposing, intimidating father. Anyway. So before we actually go to the whatchamacallit, the hotel, we're just going to try and quickly do that mission, or quest I should say, for the other guy, Knox. Alright, so we're just going to rush and do this quickly. It shouldn't take too long. What we have to do first of all is go back to Arthur Kilpatrick, because if we check out my inventory quickly, where are we? Virgil Crumb. This is the license that the Asian vampire dropped. In fact, is he still up here? I can't remember if we bumped into him or not. There's normally right here. We might have bumped into him at one point. But anyway, we need to first of all go to Arthur Kilpatrick's. Ah, those wires. They look so funny. The irony is, because, I mean, obviously I wouldn't know this, but Thingy Bob's in there. Bertram Tongue, he's in like there, actually. But, you know, since we can't actually get in there yet until it's whole thing's been called off, then we just have to make do. So, let's first of all go to the computer, and we need A to F.
If you're new to town,
Crumb V. So we go Bond written 25th of March 2002. 2 counts public disturbance, drunk and nudity, case 766141. Bond amount $5,000. Wow, that's a lot of money for getting drunk and nude. Type bond cash, paid in full, notes local void, subject's corpse identified, being held at medical clinic, morgue. And authorities notified next to kin. So the guy's dead and he's at the morgue, so guess where we're off to now, boys and girls? That's right, the morgue.
The sewers are all muddy with 1,000 low. This rain is the pungent of hell.
There's always one guy like that, isn't there? Okay, so we're just going to march around the back alley. We don't have to speak to that creepy psychotic guy who we had a good laugh with. Okay, so down we go through the door, and we need to go through here. Oh no, it's not in here. Oh no, we haven't been in here, have we? No, oh wait, hang on, laundry side. Here we go. Alright, drop that down. We need to use the computer. Right, let's see if we can actually access it this time. Cadavers, and our password. Cowbell. Okay, so Crumb V. Subject died from heart failure. That suggests to me is that he was killed by the Asian vampire just because, well, basically if you have all your cheese sucked out of you by them, it causes heart failure, among other things. That's not for me. Don't quote me 100% on that. It's just something I believe based on some Eastern mythology. Wow, your eyes are weird. Anyway, so let's check in here. This is what we need to get into. Oh, we managed to get in. So we got Silver Ring. And Foxy Box's key. Alright. While we're doing this, I'm going to put computers up. Where are we, computer? Alright. Now I need to leave. Leave. Okay, so now we're going off to Foxy Boxes. And we're going to actually fight someone here. I'm going to just get this mission over and done with before. We're not going to go back... Yep. Before froze for a second then. Don't worry, we're not going to go back and speak to Knox before going off to the hotel. We can do that on the way back and speak to him. But we are going to deal with this vampire first before we end the episode. So, Veil of Madness. I need to find which one of these is going to be best for me to use. Mass Hallucination. So here we go, Foxy Boxes. I believe this is actually an unofficial patch one. Mission rather than a proper one. I could be wrong though, I never actually played it without the unofficial patch. We're going to have to go in there in a sec, but we're going to come in here first and access the computer. Reports. Oops, would help if I spelt reports, wouldn't it? And we have these different ones. So 10, 12, 04. So these are just what he's been observing of us. And initial observations of the city indicate that the K-Knights here are both scattered and unorganized. There are 3 individuals of note. Oh Christ, that whispering is really freaking me out. There are 3 individuals of note, but they seem to be involved in some sort of dispute. I shall continue to watch and listen. So we got 10, 18, 04. These K-Knights are a curious and fragile race. They waste the gift of their mortality on petty scheming and fleshy gains. We will have little problem taking the city for our own, or making our city for our own, sorry. 10, 21, 04. It seems that my presence has been noted by one of the K-Knights, and Nosferatu, I believe they are called. He has entrusted the responsibility of my surveillance to a bumbling mortal fool. I began to follow this so-called spy. A small amusing respite from my usual duties. So 10. I don't know if you guys are finding this interesting. If not, you can just skip it. So, here we go. It seems that we've drawn the attention of a newcomer, an agent of the Prince. I know very little about this individual, yours truly. The agent seems much more resourceful than most K-Knights I've observed. I will prepare myself in the event that I pass across. 10, 22, 4-2. The agent of whom I spoke before has discovered the corpse of Virgil Crumb. An altercation seems imminent. If I do not survive, let my last report state that Santa Monica is ripe for the taking. You will have little resistance if we come here in force. So yeah, he's been spying on the K-Knights in the region basically, and he realizes now we're after him, so we need to sort out... Yep, got a text. Oh, I'll answer that in a second. Alright, let's pop in here. Alright. Yes, he's got a sword, he's got a few things. Alright, let's actually... Alright, we're using blood buff because then that increases our damage a bit. And we do have to be careful because not only has he got a sword, he's also got a not only has he got a sword, he's got a crossbow as well. So we have to be careful. Oh, he's got a crossbow now actually. Alright, come on. Oh, no, we're not gonna die, we're not going to die. Alright. Alright, this gun does not do much in terms of damage as it is. Okay. No, I'm not planning to use a baseball bat. Let's use a knife. Come on. There we go. Alright, so we can pick up that and his sword as well. Yeah, he's holding one in his hand. Okay, let's leave now with... Alright. So there you have it. We have now killed off the Asian vampire, known as Malkavian. Gained a couple of items. As you can see, now we're very low on both blood and health, so we're going to have to try and remedy that. Is the guy up the alley? No, we'll
Hey, babe,
take advantage of this
looking
one.
for a date?
How much will my purse be lightened?
For a hot one like yourself, my price is 40 to shake the earth.
30's ringing in my ears.
Well, for you only. Don't go telling any of her friends about this. The girl's gotta make a living and all. Let's go somewhere more
Yeah.
intimate.
So the next episode,
Lead the way.
we are going to we will go off to the haunted ocean at Afe and see if you enjoy it as much as all of us do who play this
Okay,
game.
honey.
So we're just going to feed off her
that.
first with relish and mustard. Same. Right. 2, 1, go. Right. So yeah, as usual guys, I'm going to just jump into the sewer and start making my way over. Alright, but as usual guys, I hope you enjoyed the episode. Please, as usual, feel free to like, comment, make any suggestions about what you think I should be doing. Whether or not you're enjoying the episode, anything you want to ask about the World of Darkness. If I can't answer it myself, I'll try and find out for you and answer your questions later. So at the end of the day, there is a lot of stuff to do with the World of Darkness, and there's a lot more in this game. This game covers pretty well, but if there's anything in particular you just would like to know a little bit more about, then please feel free to ask. And if you feel that this is of course adding to your YouTube experience, then hit the subscribe button and keep up to date with the new episodes. Otherwise, we'll be going up there now. And otherwise, as usual, thank you guys for watching, and we will probably see you then next time. Now, which the next episode of this will be coming out by the time this gets uploaded. Should be sometime on Friday. So for its schedule. So your next episode will be on Tuesday now. So thank you for watching, guys, and see you next time. Bye for now.